Hey, welcome back. I'm Jaded Nerd. This is my series on my channel. I'm talking about remembering Dragon Ball Z. It's one of the greatest anime of all time. It's one of my favorite. I grew up watching it, and any chance I get to see it on Adult Swim, I have the DVDs, I have Blu-rays, I watch clips on YouTube. I love it. I've been doing first impressions of the characters that we have been introduced before I launch into the sagas and some of the great fight scenes and just some of the great dialogue, the extensive dialogue between certain people during fights. So before I get to all of that, I wanted to give you guys some impressions of people as they were introduced and what I thought about them. So we discussed Kakarot, Goku, we discussed Gohan. Those are in previous videos. You can check those out, Vegeta. And we also discussed Piccolo, just first impressions without knowing anything about DBZ. This is what I thought. I'm going to talk a little bit about Krillin. This is not going to take long. And that's not a knock on Krillin, but I think that when you're comparing a human next to like other beings from other planets and like a Saiyan and all of that, obviously Krillin was not going to outshine any of them. One thing I'm going to say, you needed a person like Krillin. They needed a person like Krillin. The story needed a person like Krillin. Krillin, his greatest asset, and the one thing that I think he had more than anybody, and this is more than Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, all of them, he had loyalty. And he rode for Goku. He was ride or die for Goku. It didn't matter, even though he knew he wasn't as good, even though there were many times he was scared, shaking in his boots. We all know Krillin was, I mean, he had heart and he had valor, but he had loyalty. And it was his loyalty to his friends, it was his loyalty to them, especially Goku. The only time I'll say Kakarot is if I'm talking about Vegeta, because we all know Vegeta hates Kakarot. We all know he can't stand him. We all know how much he despises Kakarot. And I've discussed that. And I'm going to break that down further because I honestly believe Goku Kakarot was not as oblivious as he portrayed to be. And I think he knew that he was pushing Vegeta's buttons. Krillin is one of the people in the series that he's a strong supporting character. Strong, strong, strong. You needed him. You needed his sacrifice. You needed that type of loyalty. You needed that type of grounding to balance out people that are flying and people who are shooting energy attacks and people that can regenerate and absorb and can destroy moons and planets and all of that sensationalism. You needed Krillin. You needed the other supporting members. I was gonna make a joke and say my first impression of Krillin, yeah, and then that was gonna be like a 2-second video. But then I said no, I'm not gonna disrespect him like that. But I definitely saw value. I was wondering like how did he fit in? Why is he there? This dude is lame. But then there was just something about his quality, the quality that he had. Of course, it's a cartoon, it's the anime, it's the animation, but the way that they animated him, his gestures, just the way that they wrote for him, it just definitely conveyed a strong sense of loyalty and it offered to the sensationalism of the battles and the animation and just the effects that were utilized to tell this story. Because I kind of feel like if we were all up here in the stratosphere, there really wouldn't be anywhere else to go and you wouldn't have a range and you wouldn't be able to have dynamic and you wouldn't be able to be like, man, that was epic. Epic compared to what? Because they're all epic. They're all epic fight scenes. They're all epic. Everything is epic. So you needed that normalcy. And I think Krillin offered that. I think his desire and his people pleasing and just his endearing human qualities. Those are the things that, and it's just little nuances like that why I like Dragon Ball Z, because there was a story, a main story being told, and then there were many little stories being told within the main story. So no matter what type of personality or psyche you have, you can identify and you can tap into. You also learn, and you can also learn from and learn what not to do from everyone within this anime. So that's pretty much what I have. I definitely wanted to highlight the usefulness of Krillin, the loyalty of Krillin, the need to balance out everything that we were going to be subjected to, all the eye candy, just the shock and awe of presenting a universe like Dragon Ball Z. I'm Jaded Nerd. If you like the video, please thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, share, get the word out. I will be doing more videos. I have a few more first impressions that I'm going to wrap up because I'm going to start from the first season of Dragon Ball Z and I'll work my way up. And we are doing introductions, first impressions. So please let me know what you think. If you have comments, some opposing views, I would love to hear what you guys think. And I will see you guys next time.